Yo, yo, we live. Um, this is gonna be good. Let's see how this whole shit logo. It's running like shit. Yeah, streaming on 3 platforms at once is very difficult, and I'm learning this shit the hard way. We can't even play the debate live because if we do, they're gonna boot the stream. So I was trying to see if I can get around it, but there was no fucking way to get around it. I'm listening to it in my headphones, so I mean, get on YouTube and check it out. Just Google the shit. Let me see something. Let's see how this goes. Uh, hey, we did it. So jump into the chat. I want to see who's all out there, and let's see what y'all do. Y'all got to talk to me about this whole debate. Like listening, this debate is honestly a lot better than the last few. China am I the only one that does that shit every time they say China? Say China. What would that look like? Play by the fucking rule. If y'all not watching, this shit ain't funny. Like, it's only funny if we like watch it together like a big family. We gotta be a big ass fucking cult family. Gilly was supposed to join. This shit was supposed to be mad fun. Yeah. Is it laggy? Yeah, I'm trying. It's not easy to watch this shit and talk to y'all. I want to start the other camera, but nah, this shit looks crazy. Pokes his finger in the eyes of all the friends. If you could hear him, it's fucking hilarious. It's not easy to not have nothing to talk about and just listen to what they got to say. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I'm talking to somebody in here. He's been doing his thing tonight though. I gotta give him that. $10 million. China is paying. You got if mm. You gotta be watching this shit. I don't like how bright it is. I'm waiting for y'all to come in here and talk some shit. Bip, 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 bip. Yo, he said malarkey. It's not about nobody's family. I Oh, you are wildin'. Yo, is it just me or does it seem like Trump finally figured out how to work his fucking nerve down by this whole muted mic thing? It honestly seems to have fucking worked better in Trump's favor than it has for Biden because it actually lets Biden stumble upon all over himself. Upon all over. You saw how I use those words? I'm telling you, I'm not even prepared for this. I'm just watching it and I just wanted to talk shit and see who's gonna jump on. There's like a lag in my stream. Mm, can't figure it out. debate. Who's watching? Do I get a pling for myself for doing that? You know, because they won't let me fucking right at the beginning. I wish I could hear this shit. I suck on my teeth. You see, when I'm not ready to do this shit, I'm the worst. I'm a fucking animal. I didn't know. That's good to know. Now I know what that shit does. Hmm. He let him. He let him. You see, he does better when he has to not talk and he has to just sit there and wait. No, I'm not talking to you. The fucking Siri. Here's the.
Why are you moving more forces here? Why are you continue to do military maneuvers with South Korea? I said, because North Korea is a problem, and we're going to continue to do it so we can control them. We're going to make sure we can control them and make sure they cannot hurt us. And so if you want to do something
Too much. It's too much.
it's going to continue. What is he doing?
Ooh, sexy like that. So, if you're just tuning in, all I'm doing is watching the debate and talking, and I'm hoping that people jump in and talk some shit. We are not recording this for the podcast. And the stream is acting wild because I'm doing 3 streams at once. So, bear with me. Just bear with me. Hopefully, when it uploads better. But either way, fuck with me. I hate. I'm not prepared for today. China. Great relationship.
People don't understand. Having a good relationship with leaders of other countries is a good thing.
We have a lot of questions to get to.
That's like saying we had a good relationship with Hitler before he, in fact, invaded Europe.
What?
Come on.
Holy shit.
He would not meet
What?
with President Obama because President Obama said, we're going to talk about denuclearization. We're not going to legitimize you. We're going to continue to put stronger and stronger sanctions on you. That's why he would.
He's bugging.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on and talk about American families. President Trump. Okay.
Bitch, he left him a mess. Let him speak.
North Korea was a mess. And in fact,
Hey.
the first 2 or 3 months, there was a very
Can we be honest and say that whole North Korea shit went very well?
There was a very they left
Like
us
that, it was
a
solid.
mess,
It
and
was very
Obama
solid.
would be, I think, the first to say it was the
Where's
single
Rio at?
biggest problem he thought that our country.
Okay, let's move on to American families and the economy.
Oh,
One of
the
the issues
American
that's
families.
most important to them is healthcare, as you both know.
Oh,
Today
shit.
there was a key vote on a new Supreme Court justice.
This is why I don't be on the computer while we doing this
Healthcare
shit.
is at the center of her confirmation fight. Over 20 million Americans get their health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. It's headed to the Supreme Court, and your administration, Mr. President, is advocating for the court to overturn it. If the Supreme
The Affordable Care Act is not affordable and it don't give a fuck about you. The fact that they keep on calling it that is beyond me. That shit bankrupt many doctors and ruined a bunch of careers and actually has left many, many people without insurance and in fucking tremendous debt. That's a fact.
I terminated the individual mandate.
Terminated that shit.
Part of Obamacare, as we call it. The individual mandate where you have to pay a fortune for the privilege of not having to pay for bad health insurance. I terminated. It's gone. Now it's in court because Obamacare is no good. But then I made a decision. Run it as well as
I don't want to be my nose whistling and shit. I don't want to be the whistly nose guy on the fucking on the stream.
And made everybody very unhappy. They ran it. Premiums are down. Everything's down. Here's the problem. No matter how well you run it, it's no good. What we'd like to do is terminate it. We have the individual mandate done.
I don't know if they're gonna boot us for this.
If we don't,
I mean, I guess we'll find out.
I'll have to run it.
Oh shit! What I hit? No. This is different. I don't ever do these types of lives like this. Like, I really do put time into my fucking show. For those who don't think I do, it's mostly guessing. It's mostly guessing. I promise. I just mostly guess.
To terminate Obamacare, come up with a brand new, beautiful health care.
The problem with the healthcare plan, to be honest, is that you can't even put that on Trump. Republicans were in house and they were able. Well, they should have been able to come up with something to replace it with, but in fact, they didn't.
Come up with a better health care, always protecting people with pre-existing conditions. And one thing very important.
The Affordable Care Act put a tax on the American citizen that was illegal. We should have never had a penalty for not having that insurance. That is something that should be never forgotten. Obama was able to create a tax for not having something, and that's not how that works. You're basically punishing us by taxing us because you had no other way to force people to get something. On top of that, the amount of doctors that lost work and weren't able to maintain their practices because now billing had changed, on top of the families that were just going to be completely fucked out of their plans because everybody had to adjust because of what was coming, was so detrimental that we haven't even recovered from that. Now, my blame goes to the Republicans that were in the House way before Trump, that were there and should have had a plan ready. When he came into office and repealed what he did, they didn't have a plan ready. So, with that, you can blame Trump all you want, but honestly, there's been people that were in the White House a lot longer than him that should have been able to give I mean at least a half a plan, at least. This is electrolyte water. It's like Liquid IV, but it's not them because they don't want to sponsor me. Liquid IV sponsor me. Yo, head over to popple.co, popple.co, popl.co. Use the code word saving Lavoe at checkout. This is a Popple. It's a digital business card. People tap it. It has your Instagram. It has all your information digitally. In a post-corona business world where we have to, in a post-corona world where handing out business cards and shaking hands isn't really something we can do, you can use something like Popple. I gotta get better at doing this little shit. Biden sounds good too. I don't hate the guy, just don't trust him. Can't do it in ether. I don't even know what the ether is. So scared of the ether. I got a brick wall background, but it don't look good. I gotta wait for the next studio. What I miss? I like when they get saucy. I keep licking my lips. I gotta stop doing that. I suck my teeth. It's a bad habit. Hey, and if anybody knows a doctor that'll do like all my plastic surgery in one shot, reach out and let me know. Because I need to finally get my nose fixed, and I need to get this done.
Who have concerns that your health care plan, which includes a government insurance option, takes the country one step closer to a health care system run entirely by the government. What's your response?
It's ridiculous. It's like saying that,
who in here?
The idea that the fact that there's a public option that people can choose, that makes it a socialist plan. Look, the difference between the president, I think healthcare is not a privilege, it's a right.
It's not a right. It's not a right. Doctors got to get paid.
Proud of my plan. It's gotten endorsed by all the major labor unions as well as a whole range of other people who, in fact, are concerned in the medical field.
Does anybody out there think that insurance is a right?
An opportunity to have health care for their children. How many of you home are worried and rolling around in bed tonight wondering what in God's name you're going to do if you get sick? Because you've lost your home insurance.
Oh, my bad. I'm talking to my son.
We have to provide health insurance for people at an affordable rate. And that's what I do.
President Trump,
He was
your
there
response.
for 47 years. He didn't do it.
Didn't do
He
dick.
was now there as vice president for 8 years, and it's not like it was 25 years ago. It was 3 3/4. It was just a little while ago, right? Less than 4 years ago. He didn't do anything. He didn't do it. He wants socialized medicine, and it's not that he wants it. His vice president, I mean, she is more liberal than Bernie Sanders and wants it even more. Bernie Sanders wants it. The Democrats want it. You're going to have socialized medicine, just like you went with fracking.
Fracking.
We're going to stop fracking.
We're gonna stop the fuck out of that fracking.
Pennsylvania, after he gets a nomination, where he got very lucky to get it.
Who out there knows what fracking is even about?
And he says, "Oh, we're going to have fracking," and you never ask that question. And by the way, so far, I respect very much the way you're handling this. I have to say.
By the way,
But somebody should ask the question. He goes for a year.
Shut the fuck up and let him talk, yo.
We have a number of topics we're
No,
going
but
to get
that's
to.
a big question.
We're going to get to.
Shorty, you said 6.
With socialized
I have to
medicine.
respond.
Vice President, your response, please.
My response is people deserve to have affordable health care. Period. Period.
People do have affordable health care, and America has probably the best health care in the world.
Provide for that affordable
Period.
healthcare.
There's really no questions about that. America has
Money.
the most amazing
$750 billion
fucking healthcare system it had prior to Obamacare.
We have lower premiums. You can buy into the better plans, the cheaper plans, lower your premium.
That pro
deal with unexpected billing.
you couldn't buy into lower plans with the Obama plan, the affordable health plan. It didn't work. It bankrupted the system. It fucked up what we had working.
Then I want to talk about what's happening on Capitol Hill.
He's talking about socialized medicine.
That's what he's talking about. That shit don't work.
Healthcare. When he talks about
You go to London right now, you get your shit bust open, you're gonna be sitting in the same room as a pregnant lady and somebody with COVID and some whole nother other shit. That's what socialized medicine does. Jay-Z can afford a better doctor than me, and I'm okay with that. I'm completely that's just something that I understand. My mother has millions of dollars in debt due to medical bills that have been taken care of. Like that debt, luckily is something that we can cover, but that shit is not cheap.
He's running against.
So,
The idea that we're in a situation that are going to
so somebody saying incentive if it's done right. It's got to be done right.
plan to withhold
They didn't do it
tax
right.
on Social Security.
By no means.
Social Security will be bankrupt in
It's full of shit. This Social Security fight is something they've been doing since the fucking 80s.
way to make up for it.
They used to talk about Rush throwing food at people or some shit because of some joke he made.
I mean, the idea that Donald Trump is lecturing me on Social Security and Medicare? Come on.
he tried to
Whooping your ass, too.
years ago.
Years ago.
Back and look at the records. He tried to hurt Social Security years ago.
You got to look back at the records, yo.
The guy that when they
Mr.
announced,
President, I have to move on to the next question.
they said
or
the
else
stock
we're not
market
going to have
will
time to
boom
talk about it.
if I'm elected. If he's elected,
Yo, the stock market actually jumped
Let's move on to the next
the same day that he announced he was running. And after he won, it skyrocketed. That is a fact.
His only measure of what's happening. Where I come from in Scranton and Claymont, the people don't live off of the stock market.
You ain't from the Scranton, I know, bro.
Just in the
I fuck with
last
Scranton, the
three
office.
years during this crisis,
It's my shit. Y'all know that.
the billionaires
If you know, you know.
according to the Wall Street, $700 billion more dollars. $700 billion more dollars. Because that's his only measure. What happens
Oh,
to
my
the
bad, my bad.
ordinary people out there? What happens
I'm
to
trying to get more people on here. Sorry, y'all.
We're going to move on.
401ks are through the roof.
We're gonna move on.
Stock are through the roof.
All right.
And he doesn't come from Scranton. That's like he lived there for a short period of time before he even knew
We're
it.
going to move on. Let me move on to my next question, gentlemen. As of tonight, more than 12 million people are out of work, and as of tonight,
That was
8 million
good.
more Americans
Yo,
have
he just
fallen
hood
into
checked his
poverty,
ass.
and more families are going
You
hungry
ain't
every
from
day.
Scranton.
Those hit hardest are women and people of color. They see Washington fighting over a relief bill. Mr. President, why haven't you been able to get them to help?
Mr. President, why haven't you? Please.
Nancy Pelosi doesn't
Boom.
I do.
But you're the president.
I do, but I still have to get. Unfortunately, that's one of the reasons I think we're going to
We got to work together, y'all. And Pelosi been holding him back for a minute. We know that.
because she'd love
We
to
all know
have
that.
some
Y'all know that, right?
on a date called November 3rd. Nancy Pelosi does not want to approve it. We are ready, willing, and able to do something. Don't forget,
Am I breathing into the mic?
approved 3 plans, and it's gone through, including the Democrats. In all fairness, this one she doesn't want. It's near the election because she thinks it helps her politically. I think it hurts her politically.
All right, Mr. Vice President,
You know, the Republican leader in the United States Senate said he can't pass it. He will not be able to pass it.
Why not?
He does not have Republican votes. Why isn't he talking to his Republican friends?
let me follow up with you,
Ooh,
Vice
peacocks.
President. Because let me ask Vice President Biden a question. You are the leader of the Democratic Party. Why have you not pushed the Democrats to get a deal for the American people?
Well, I have, and they have pushed it. Look, they passed this act all the way back in the beginning of the summer. This is like it's not new. It's been out there. This HEROES Act has been sitting there. And look at what's happened.
Y'all know about the $25 million they put in that Heroes Act to help the Kennedy Arts Center?
I was able to get
That had so much to do with Corona.
Communities that have to balance their budgets.
So
States
much.
have to balance their budgets, so then
They don't talk about that shit. All the shit they put inside of it just so they could fucking get away with adding shit to the budget instead of helping us.
their cities and counties running. He will not support that. They have not done a thing for them.
It's full of shit.
Said, let him go.
He's better than me because I call him a bitch and all. I be talking all type of shit.
What's the matter with
bill that was passed in the House was a bailout of badly run, high crime,
Facts.
Democrat, all run by Democrats, cities. And
All
states.
type of
It
Democrats.
was a way of getting a lot of money, billions and billions of dollars to these kids. It was also a way of getting a lot of money from our people's pockets to people that come into our country illegally. We were going to take care of everything for them. And what that does, and I'd love
Oops.
to do that, I'd love to help them, but what that does, everybody all over the world will start pouring into our country. We can't do it. This was a way of taking care of them. This was a way of spending on things that had nothing to do with COVID, as per your question. But it was really a big bailout for badly run Democrat cities and states.
All right, I want to.
If I get elected, I'm not going to
Shut up.
run as a proud Democrat, but I'm going to be an American president. I don't need red states and blue states.
He don't know no.
As American, United
He's so
States,
full of shit, bro.
folks, every single state out there finds themselves in trouble. They're going to start laying off, whether they're red or blue. Cops, firefighters, first responders.
Cops. He said he don't want no cops.
Because they
Hey, so how y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about the whole police situation?
allowed the federal government to
Hey, hit the like button if you enjoying the show. I gotta get better at doing shit like that. So hit the subscribe button. You see this little box right there? That little box right there. If you got something to say, your name, boom. In that space, when you talking your shit, everybody sees your shit. And in that space, we highlight you and let the world see your pretty name and maybe you get some followers and shit like that.
going to be able to make it back. They passed a package that allows us
I'm sorry if I'm breathing heavy as fuck, but I'm trying to like concentrate and do things and this is intense. It's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
schools, how
A
they
lot better.
classrooms smaller, how they can
And I guess this works that we're running it off the phone. And as long as I'm talking over it, not too many people can fucking
businesses
can bitch
as
about it.
well as the schools
So if I'm not on, if I'm not live, let me know. Like if we got booted,
not help them,
let me know.
not giving them any of the money.
We are going to move on to immigration,
Very
but I
simply,
want
he
to
said
get
we
your
have to help our
reaction.
small businesses by raising the minimum wage. That's not helping.
That don't help
It
shit.
should be a state option. Alabama. is
Alabama.
different than New York. New York is different from Vermont.
Facts.
Every state is different. It should be.
He's
a
making
state
great
option.
points, isn't he?
We have to help. It's very important. We have to help our small businesses.
You
How
said-
are you helping your small businesses when you're forcing wages? What's going to happen and what's been proven to happen is when you do that, these small businesses fire.
These lights are hot as shit.
You said very recently you would consider
It
raising
is
the
true.
federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. You said recently you would consider raising the federal minimum wage to $15
What I
an
really
hour. Is that
like,
still the case?
and I would consider it to an extent, but
In a
what I
second
really like,
administration?
in a second administration, but not to a level that's going to.
Yo, minimum. I don't believe in minimum wage.
It should be a state option. Look, I've lived in different places. I know different places. They're all different. Some places, $15 is not so bad. In other places,
$15 ain't shit. $15 ain't shit, and that shit just cost us business owners more money. Fuck that shit.
Job, maybe low poverty. People are making $6, $7, $8 an hour. These first responders
Where?
are all clapped for.
What you gotta? Come on, man. The economy all depends on where people live. You can't make blanket statements like that.
Serve a minimum wage of $15. Anything
No, they don't.
put you below
Minimum wage is an oxymoron. There's no such thing as a minimum wage. Anybody that believes a minimum wage, you don't understand how economy works.